welcome back. It's your girl. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. No. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. I hope that you're feeling well, and I hope that you're feeling healthy. In today's video, we are going to be reacting to some of the creepiest facts on the internet. I took a lot of you guys' comments into thought, and I saw one comment that really stuck out to me. Apparently, a good amount of you guys would like for me to cover unsolved mysteries / true crime. I'm gonna put a poll up in my posts. If you guys could vote, let me know what you guys would want for the next video. But anywho, without further ado, let's just hop right into the video. Okay, fact number 1. There's a rare psychiatric disorder called Capgras delusion, where you think your family and friends have been replaced by imposters. Now, in my opinion, this sounds like psychosis. As someone who has been in psychosis, once or twice, this is giving psychosis. However, it does say it's a psychiatric disorder, so it makes sense. It reads that there's a part in your brain that recognizes faces, and that part stores memories and feelings associated with a person. The brain looks up feelings associated with that person. In Capgras, that process fails. That's so scary. Like, could you imagine, coming home and seeing your spouse and being like, this isn't my spouse, where's my spouse? And your spouse is right in front of you. That's mad creepy. I don't know if I could handle that, to be honest. That's like a form of psychosis that I think you may need the grippy socks. You may need the grippy socks, friend. Fact number 2. It says your tattoo is held in place by an immune response permanently. This is actually so interesting because I have a tattoo. Let me show you guys really quick. I actually have 3 tattoos, but this one in specific, it says love in Japanese, at least I hope it does. And it has a red heart. From time to time, the red heart kind of itches, or it kind of inflames a little bit to where it's itchy. And I wondered if that's the immune response to my body still reacting to the tattoo ink. I don't know, but it's not gonna stop me from getting another one. Fact number 3. Scar tissue doesn't just form and then it's done. It's a constant active process involving something to do with collagen. If you develop scurvy, the lack of vitamin C will mean that your collagen cannot synthesize properly, and all your old scars will just open. That's not really creepy to me, but I mean, it's interesting. It's good to know. I feel like everyone has at least one scar on their body. How could you not? I think the biggest scar that I have is on my leg, from when I scratched my leg doing WWE moves on my bed as a kid. It was giving Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys, at a very young age. Maddie knew who she was from a very young age. And then also I have a scar on my forehead that has healed very well, actually, from when a TV fell into my forehead. I had to get stitches, actually. Like, you know how like flat screen TVs are literally a rectangle? The corner of the flat screen TV literally fell in my forehead. So, yeah. Interesting fact. Fact number 4. It says they are still finding bones of people who died in World War I. Apparently, there's a large part of Europe that can never be built or farmed on because of the unknown explosives and toxic chemicals in the ground from the battles. More than 100 years later, it's still cursed. See, that's the problem with the world, right? I find that a lot of people like to explore sacred or cursed, haunted grounds. Now, I'm not a Christian, but I am very spiritual, and I feel like spirits are real, energy is real, and I feel like when you mess with stuff like that, it just manifests onto the person disturbing the area. I don't know, what do you guys think down below? Are you one of those people, those thrill seekers that enjoy like cemeteries, haunted areas, stuff like that? Let me know down below. I'm curious. Let's talk about fact number 5. Creepy fact. The word creepy evolved from describing physical, slow-moving sensations like insects crawling on your skin. In the 19th century, a psychological term for psychologist, Frank Andrew, claimed it to be the uncertainty of threat. I mean, that's not really creepy. like I don't read them. I like to read them with you guys. That way the reactions are real. So yeah. Creepy is kind of like a creepy word though. Like when you hear the word creepy, I automatically just get like uneasy. Like creepy. Very creepy. Creepy. I'm so annoying. Okay, fact number 6. It says if you sit in complete darkness long enough, your brain can start creating sounds, shadows, or even the feeling that someone's watching you. It's called the Gansfeld effect. That is so scary. Random fact, you guys. I'm actually afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of the dark, so this made me even more afraid. It kind of reminds me of Candyman. Have you guys ever seen that movie? That's one of my favorite scary movies. I should make a video going over my favorite scary movies. I don't have a lot, but I do have some that actually freaked me out. So yeah, that's really scary, and for that reason I will not sit in the dark for a long time now, because I feel like, I don't know, like it's just something about being in the dark. And I like to think about all the times back in the day when people didn't have light. Like, isn't that so crazy to think about? Like before fire, you feel me? Like, what did people do? Fact number 7. Statistically, someone out there remembers you for something you don't even remember doing. You might be the villain in someone's story and not even know it. That's crazy because it's like you could be that one person that, I don't know, took the last mustard off the shelf when that person behind you really needed that last mustard. Like it was life or death and they needed that mustard and you took it. You could be the person who bought the last concert ticket of someone's dream concert. I don't know. I know I'm definitely in the villain in someone's story out there. And I still sleep very well at night. What about you? Why do y'all watch me? I don't know. Like, if you're the villain in someone's story, let me know down below. I want to know. Fact number 8. This is very interesting. Your brain can create false memories that feel absolutely real. Now, for my mental illness baddies out here, I don't know, you gotta laugh at it sometimes, that have OCD, you can relate to this fact because I know I can. Actually, this is exactly what landed me in psychosis. I'm very transparent, you guys. So transparent. Your girl has some mental health issues, and OCD is one of them. OCD actually almost ruined my life. But yeah, those false memories are scary, especially when you are already kind of like vulnerable. Anyway, that's a whole nother video, but it's very scary. Like, having this happen to you, it's so scary, uneasy, and just weird. But the more you know, right? Fact number 9. The fact that fetal familial insomnia exists. It's a rare genetic disorder that in your 40s or 50s, your brain just stops being able to sleep or enter sleep. That's so scary. Oh my god. It says it starts with mild insomnia and progresses until you completely lose the ability to sleep at all. You spend months in a state of permanent exhaustion and hallucinations until your body just shuts down completely. There's no cure. That is so scary. As someone who is very nerdy, so I look into these types of things. Your brain, like literally your brain needs food, water, sleep. Sleep is something that people take lightly, and it's so crazy. If you don't get enough sleep, your brain will literally start to eat itself. I know. That's so scary to think about. And it's like, hallucinations aren't fun, friends. Like, those people that brag and they're like, yeah, I never sleep. That's not a flex, babes. That's not a flex. You need to sleep. Matter of fact, why are you watching this right now? You need to go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Breaking the fourth wall. I wonder if like they have to have like sleeping pills. Like if that helps. That's just so weird. Like imagine not being able to sleep, you guys. That's horrifying. Like just being up 24/7. No rest. Body just exhausted. You can't. I feel like when we sleep, we kind of like turn our mind off, in a sense. So could you imagine never having your brain turn off? That's so unsettling. Wow, I wonder how many cases have been of that in the US. I gotta look that up. Fact number 10. It says if you have tinnitus, you will never never experience silence again, even if you lose your sense of hearing. Yikes. My husband actually has tinnitus from when he got out the military. He used to work around a lot of planes. Not fun, not fun. I wonder if tinnitus is kind of the same as like ringing in your ears, or if it's more extreme to where it doesn't cut off. Could you imagine that? Like, all you hear is just like in your ear for like hours. I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind. I wonder if it's better if you have headphones in, like if you're listening to something. Do any of my supporters have tinnitus? I'm so nosy. I want y'all to comment below everything. Fact number 11. The slower you move through space, the faster you move through time. It says that astronauts age more slowly in space or in orbit. I feel like this fact is kind of motivational, right? Like the slower you move through space, the faster you move through time. I'm lying. That's not motivational at all. It is interesting though. Yeah, maybe we all need to just go to space for like a month out of the year and see, you know, what the aging is looking like. It's like, I would never go to space, ever. You couldn't pay me $2 to go to space, bro. No, the answer is no. Fact number 12. Due to 95% of Australia being uninhabited, experts believe that several serial killers may exist with their victims lost within the landscape. Now, that's a creepy fact. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, and I swear I'm not being a hater. Australia is like one of the scariest continents, bro. Like, you always hear about Australia having the scariest animals, the scariest bugs. And now we have to worry about like the serial killers having a ton of space to like hide bodies. Are you serious? You couldn't pay me to go to Australia, bro. No wonder people think JoJo ASMR is black noir. I joke, I kid. No. I don't know if he's black noir, by the way. Yeah, anyway, next one. You know what, guys? You know what's so crazy? I forgot that I took an edible before I started this video. So y'all are watching me get baked in real time. So there's that. Fact number 13. Chainsaws were actually invented for childbirth. That's one of those facts that's been around for a really long time. And the first time that I heard that fact, I was like, wow, this world really does hate women. Like, they really hate women. You don't need a surgery tool like a chainsaw. That's crazy work. Like, we literally use chainsaws now to cut down trees. Hello? Could you imagine that, cutting open your uterus? Absolutely not. Fact number 14. During some near-death experiences, people report having their life flash before their eyes. It doesn't have to be in chronological order. It just flashes. In some brains, it happens right after the heart stops beating up until the brain completely dies. That's crazy. Like, obviously none of us know if that's true or not, you know, but that's kind of scary and uneasy to think about. It says the brain uses all of its last energy to look through all its memories to try to make sense of this unprecedented catastrophic thing that's happening to really smart. I learned that in therapy, the brain is so much smarter than what we know. Like, honestly, the human body is so insane. I highly encourage you guys to look up what your brain does, your heart, all your organs. Like, it's just so interesting as humans to understand how our bodies work. Fact number 15. Bog bodies, ancient human corpses, and these are humans from like over 10,000 years ago, mind you, that have been found in peat bogs in northern Europe. I don't know what a peat bog is. I'm gonna have to look that up really quick. Stand by, stand by, stand by, stand by. Let's see, it says peat, P-E-A-T, bogs. Let's see. Oh, it's basically like a lake, like a swamp type situation. It's described as a wetland ecosystem that accumulates thick layers of dead, undecayed matter, primarily a specific type of moss. So, bog bodies are found in swamps in northern Europe. That's kind of scary, kind of creepy to think about. So it also reads that if that's not enough to creep you out, the environment of the bog keeps their body preserved. Yikes, that's so, oh my god, that's so freaky. I always told myself, like, I never want to come across a human body. Like, I pray that I'm never one of those people that come across like a dead body of anything, like a human, a pet, anything. Like, I can barely handle seeing roadkill on the side of the road. So yeah, I can't get with it. Ooh, I know this one. This one is so freaky. Okay, fact number 16. That which is not alive and cannot be killed. Prions. If you've never heard of prions, I highly encourage you to look them up. So prions is, I don't know if it's a virus. Matter of fact, let me look it up because I don't want to give you guys false information. Prions are a misfolded protein that lack genetic matter and act as infectious agents in the brain by causing normal proteins in the brain to adopt their abnormal disease causing shape. Now, the scariest thing about prions is that they cannot be destroyed at all. There's no cure, and they can't be destroyed. And I'm talking disinfectant, sterilization, heat, fire. You cannot destroy them, which is why it's really important to like identify prions wherever they are, because if they get on surgical equipment, you can't get rid of it. It stays there. So it has no genetic material at all, and they're extremely resilient. And believe it or not, one major illness that includes prions is mad cow disease. Yes, mad cow disease. It's extremely rare to my knowledge, don't quote that, but mad cow disease is when you get prions, basically. Now, what's really interesting, I'm going to tell you guys from experience. I have a family member that actually treated someone with mad cow disease, and she said it was one of the most disturbing things that she has ever seen. So I'm not gonna lie, as someone with OCD, I've been so reluctant to eating beef, but recently I've been eating hella beef. Like, I don't know, do with that what you will, but yeah, prions cannot be destroyed, killed, nothing. They're there in the environment. And yeah, fact number 17. In France, you can legally marry a dead person if you can prove they intended to marry you. That is so bizarre. Like, what? That's crazy. Like, what if they changed their mind? Like, what if right before they died, they were like, yeah, never mind. That's crazy. That is so crazy to me. Fact number 18. The concept of eternity. I don't think humans are capable of comprehending the state of never-ending existence, even if one doesn't believe in life after death. Here's an example. I guess the example that it's showing here is the galaxy. This isn't really a fact. I don't know why this is here, but yeah. What do you guys think about the galaxy and it not being explored? How do you guys feel about life on other planets? Like I need to know people's thoughts. Like, let's put on our tinfoil hats, okay? And let's talk about like the galaxy. I'm so annoying. Okay. Fact number 19. A lot of homes have radon gas coming from their basement. What is that? So it says that radon gas is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless radioactive gas formed by the natural breakdown of uranium in rocks and soil. It's the second leading cause of lung cancer because it enters buildings through foundation cracks and can be measured and reduced using specific testing or mitigation systems. What the heck? What is with all these things on Earth that can kill us, you guys? I've never seen a basement in person. Recently, I went to Michigan, and in Michigan, they have basements. I didn't get to see it, but I think it's pretty interesting that in some houses you have a room underground. I kind of wonder why all houses don't have that, but yeah. And fact number 20. Your eyes have a separate immune system from the rest of your body. If your main immune system ever detects that your eyes are there, your main immune system will attack your eyes and treat them as a foreign threat, and you could go blind. I feel like this is a fact that everybody has heard at some point, especially if you watch videos that are about like the human body. This is a really big one, and I hope that I don't know. My OCD is kicking in because I don't want to say, I hope I never, because then I feel like I'm talking about it into fruition. But anyway, yeah, that's really scary to even think about. Have you guys heard about that tick? I think it's called the Lone Star tick, where if it attaches itself to you, you can gain a allergy to red meat. It can cause alpha-gal syndrome, which is a red meat allergy. Yeah, that's so scary because you imagine getting a bug, like getting a tick bite, and then the next day you can't even eat your steak or your hamburger ever again. I would cry. I would cry, bro. Thank you guys so much for listening to me yap. Make sure to vote in the poll in the post section, okay? So we can decide what the next video will be. I love you guys so much, my beautiful noshlings.